leaving Les Trieux, tricky passage upriver, about 6 miles, and yeah, it falls. Everything is dry up the river at low tide, and we have now about 2.5 hours before high water, and the tidal level over here is about 10 meters. So yeah, we are having now already 10 meters under the keel. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
We had seen on the charts that going with the tide, the Trieux River supposedly was navigable until its estuary or mouth, found in Pontrieux. And as we still had a little bit of time left before continuing north, we thought, why not take the chance to have a look into the inner part of Brittany, at least the part up a river that we could reach with Thula. This was so differently exciting. Flatter than flat water, but the depth charts we had could actually be chucked in the dustbin. Memories of Costa Rica came up, where we did something similar, with some fishers giving us sketchy advice where to stay, not to run aground, us being the only sailors around far and wide.
Day 55. After a short stop in Isla del Coco for 24 hours, we finally reached Costa Rica mainland. Normally we wanted to go to Punta Arenas, in the marina, but the marina is it's in a river, and in the pilot book says you should enter near high water. It's a really tricky passage here, the river passage, because there's no buoys, nothing. And the navionics charts we have, they are not accurate at all. They're showing total different water depth. If you enter waters you don't really know, for example moving sandbanks in the North Sea, you do it always with the tide. Because if you run aground, you still have a couple of centimeters water then rising to move you out from a sandbank. So, but let's get fingers crossed that we don't touch the bottom.
Yes, same here. Keep your fingers crossed for Thula. Here, the only thing we knew for sure was that there was a lock just before reaching Pontrieux to hold back the water. River adventure, here we come.
Tricky passage here. Nice salami.
Salami o canane?
Da.
Let's go! The small town of Pontrieux is located at the beginning of a fjord-like estuary of the Trieux river and extends to the marina, from where we headed into the main part of the town. The marina once used to be an important port and crossroad for trade in the Middle Ages. The Saint-Yves Bridge was the only way to cross the Trieux River in the region until the 19th century. However, this ended with the construction of the bridge we motored below in Les Trieux, built in 1840. Today, Pontrieux officially belongs to a group of French cities referred to as Petites Cités de Caractère, small cities of character. You'll see why.
Das ist ein altes Wasserrad.
First, you come across a beautiful viaduct connecting the banks at the end of this river mouth, the Pont of Trieux. The town is neatly built up around the river. We experienced it as very pretty with all its flower boxes, colorful bushes and historical buildings.
Holzschuhe.
Wow. Die sehen ja fast aus wie so holländische Holzschuhe.
Ja.
You can't really miss the oldest house in Pontrieux, the Maison de la Tour Eiffel, dating back from the 16th and 17th century. It is half timbered and made from stone, cob and wood. The reason so few half-timbered buildings still exist is due to the frequent numbers of fires and floods in the 18th century and, of course, also the urban development in the 19th century. Eher nicht so. Naja, ist der Spiegel dann niedriger, weil das ist ja auf den Glénans ist das ja auch so gewesen.
Ja, auf jeden Fall ist das niedriger.
Ja? Das weiß ja auch nur der Obernavigateur. Die Uhr ist abgeschraubt worden, das braucht man nicht mehr. Okay.
Ja, okay.
Das war's?
Das war's.
süß. Krass. Zack. Oopsie doops. Just set a ground there, huh?
Just because of the beaver, I saw a beaver and then put the nose in a sling. Thula's nose.
Super cool, huh? That you can see beavers here, huh? Living in this river. So back we are going to La Creuse, into the lock. Welche beiden Segler?
So we are here in a small lock. Yeah, just leaving 1 hour before after high water. Yeah, and then we go back the river again. We're hanging here on some ropes. I mean, that would be a nice solution for the Panama Canal. Just everyone goes into the lock, tie up to some ropes, and here you go safe. Instead of taking advisor and to four line handlers and yeah, being such a pain, that would be a really nice solution.
The way out of the river was far more relaxing as we had a plotted path track to follow, even in the shallower areas with huge river bends where water lines indicated the silted up areas when having a closer look. The current taking us out of the river was pretty strong again, especially when reaching the bridge to Les Trieux, from which we would continue our way to Paimpol. Enjoy the rest of the spectacular river scenery and stay tuned for our next adventures along the coast of the Normandy.
fix, ja? 5 Knoten haben wir auf jeden Fall überschritten. 12 Knoten. Sensibilität, ja. Oh, hier ist gut was los in der Ecke, ne?
Viele Boote.